Alright, what's going on? It's another tutorial by your boy Meals here. Today we're going to go through how to make variations on Etsy for your listings while also linking it to Printful. So what I'm talking about here is we're going to be able to create one listing off of one product template, and it's going to have a variation for framed canvas, non-frame canvas. We're also going to have the matte paper versions, but the only one that can't be linked is the instant download one. Etsy for some reason doesn't like instant downloads with the whole physical item selling thing for whatever reason in their policies. But anyway, so here I made this template earlier just to go over with myself what to do here. So I'm going to delete this so we can start fresh. We're going to create a new product template. I'm going to go over to my favorites because we've used these so often. I'm going to start with the frame canvas one. Now, what I rediscovered when practicing this, the color variations, just to save time, I would say stick to one. You could do black, brown, or white. If you click all three, it'll make 3 variations for each of the sizes you click down here. So instead of just one 8x10 frame canvas, you would have 4 when you complete this template, and that would just add up with every single every single size that you have down here. So right now I'm just going to stick to black just for this tutorial. So let's see. I had another window up here of the sizes so I can remind myself here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to set that to the side so that we can see which sizes we want to use for each one. Now I'm going to tell her for my practice, because I really like this one, but we're going to use one that's closer here on the front, which is her side. So what I typically do, I try to go for the biggest size first and then work my way down. So the biggest size from what I see is the 24x36, but it seems like you don't have all the sizes, or maybe we'll stick with it anyway. So you go up here. After you upload it, it'll take you to wherever that was a second ago for whatever reason, but you go back to product. It's not correct first, so we're going to have to click vertical to make it a vertical canvas. And for some reason, it disappears sometimes. Don't know why, but it does that. So what I suggest doing here, let's actually go to her side on the collection so we can get all the sizes here that we need. So yeah, 8x10, 9x12. So what you're going to do is you're just going to click each size that we need. 11x14, 12x12, 12x18, 16x20, 18 to 24, and 24 to 36. And again, for some reason, this thing glitches out on Printful and just gets rid of the size for some reason. Sometimes I could just refresh it and it'll bring it back. Well, what I do to fix it typically is I go over here to, like, the size that I was originally going for was 24x36. I go to uploads, and then I upload the same size again. And boom, it's back. Don't know why it does that, but it does. So I just typically delete the bottom layer. So we're starting out with 24x36. So just like anything else, we're going to have to adjust it so it fits within the frame size here. And it marks it off right here, sides and back in frame. So everything here with the gray and white zebra right here, that's going to be covered up by the frame. What I like to do to give us a little space, I know we can technically do this much right here, but I like to be safe and just give it a little bit more wiggle room off the edges and sides, just in case we don't want any white showing on the canvas at all. It's 296 DPI, but that's not much of a difference at all to see a slight resolution like decrease at all. It'll still be as sharp as when you originally made it. So you're probably thinking, okay, well, I go one by one here and I just change all the sizes, right? No. For some reason, when it comes to Printful, you have whatever print file you make for your first product template uses it across all of the sizes. So if you change one, let's say we go in here to 18 by 24. We go over here to the 18 by 24 size, right? Boom. And you can technically delete this, but look, there are two print files right here, right? The 18 by 24 is on top because that's the one we just added, and the 24 by 36 is right here. So what, and then when you go back to the other one, the same thing. The 18 by 24 is on top here, on the top layer. This is what you're seeing here. It is giving us that wording for the DPI, don't worry about that. And then the bottom layer is the 24 by 36 we originally had. So this is what we do to fix it. Delete this. And as you see, when you delete it, it deletes it for all the layers because like I said, for some reason, the way Printful works, it's shared across the whole thing. So once you got all your sizes right, in terms of laid out here, you clicked all the sizes for the product that you need. I'm going to go over here to make it easier for ourselves to name it. Then this is her side, if I'm yeah. So go her side to name the product template. I'm going to click Save to Templates. Now we have it here in our product templates section in Printful. You're going to click Add to Store. You're going to click the Etsy store that we have linked. Again, you could go over here and click the other color variations, but it adds two more versions of the same sizes across the board. So for purposes of saving time, we're just going to stick to one. We're going to click Proceed to Mockups. We use basic mockups right now because these are just placeholders that Printful uses first to upload it to Etsy. It doesn't matter. We can add, delete, and delete them whenever we want to and add our own later. This is just for right now. This is placeholders. So I'm going to click Continue. I'm going to name it her side again. And again, I'm just doing this so I can know it's the actual product off of the name. We can come in, change the product title, description, everything else after all this is done. It's not permanent, so you can even add your tags afterwards. Doesn't matter. This is just for right now the purposes of the tutorial. I'm going to go over here, click Continue. Here are the prices. Again, can be changed afterwards. This is just what it needs initially to get it started. You can go over here and change it afterwards whenever you want. And now we're going to click Submit to Store. When you click Submit to Store, it doesn't add it to the actual live store. What it does is it saves it as a draft first until you publish it yourself on Etsy. So right now you see the draft is 27. If I hit refresh here, it should. Oh, it's not uploaded yet. Let's go to our stores. And you're going to go down here to the Sullivan Digital Art Etsy store, or whatever store you have. You click View Store. Okay, it should be there now. Because sometimes if you do it quick enough, it'll show that it's still uploading to the store, but I guess we took long enough to where it's fully uploaded. So again, we come back to the tab over here with Etsy. And you see where it says draft 27 here. Now when I refresh it, yep, 28. So you come down here to the draft. There it is right there. Not live, just sitting in our library of listings. And it has all the mockups for each size. Here's our description, title, and all that stuff. Here are our item variations right down here. So, how do we change the print files for the different sizes? Here's what you do. Come back to the Printful page. You click Edit. You come here. This is like the little hub for the actual listing itself. And as a matter of fact, we can minimize this because we don't need this right now. As you can see, these are all the sizes for the framed canvas version that we uploaded to Etsy. The first size we went through was 24 by 36. But as we saw earlier, the 18 by 24 and everything else is all out of whack because it's all using the same 24 by 36 file. So here's how we change that. When you go to any of these sizes, right next to it, you'll see the actual product that Printful is going to use, which is the canvas framed version. But you click this little drop down arrow, you see that it has the mockup and the print file here. You click edit, it'll open up the design studio again, but this time it's just the one size by itself. So that means we can go over here to uploads. Let's go to the 18 by 24 version right here. But the best part now, this is the 24 by 36 version. All we have to do is come here to these three dots, click it, and hit delete. Now it's the 18 by 24 version by itself, and we just adjust it like we did the 24 by 36, make it small enough. Like I said, I like to give a little wiggle room here on the edges. And now all you do, click proceed to mockups. Again, just choose basic just for speed. Click continue, continue. It'll cue the changes, and in a second it may it'll flash a reset. And now the 18 by 24 size is now the correct print file size for the framed 18 by 24 canvas size. And you do that for each and every one of these sizes here. But you're probably wondering, okay, that's just for the frame canvas. How do we get it for the non-frame canvas or the matte poster version of it? Glad you asked, person behind the screen. Okay, so the next step here is to get the different product variations, i.e. the stuff like the matte paper version, the unframed canvas version. Only thing we can't sync is the instant download. We would have to make a whole separate listing on Etsy itself for the instant download version, because for whatever reason Etsy doesn't play well with instant downloads and physical products being on the same product page. But anyway, so like we did before, we have all our stuff made with the frame canvas sizes. Ignore this. This was a test that I did to practice for linking the variant sizes. But this is what we're going to end up with once we're done of all the different versions. So what you're going to do here is you're going to go back to your Etsy tab. And you're going to come over, you're going to go to, like, let's say you started in your listings page. You go back to drafts, and the one we just made, you're going to click on it. You're going to scroll down until you see a section called item options or variations. What you're going to do is you're going to click manage variations. Now, Printful makes a custom property here with all the stuff listed here. That's typically what I go with. So what I do is I click the pencil here, which lets you edit the variation fields. So all these here are all our framed canvas sizes that Etsy or Printful had already made for Etsy. I made this one earlier for the 18 by 24 matte paper poster version just as a test, but we'll keep it there for just cuz. So let's say, what was the other sizes we needed? We need a, let me go back to the, let's say we needed the 8 by 10 size. So you're going to go up here under the options section, you're going to click the enter option to type in whatever option you want. So for our sake, we want an 8 by 10 matte paper poster variation. What I do, you have two options. You can type it out all the way through, like 8 by 10 poster or matte poster, whatever you want to call the variation. Save time. What I typically do is I go over here, I highlight this since it's the same size, I copy it, click back into the enter option paste section, and then I paste it, and then I type in whatever variation I want. So for this one, we wanted the matte, matte paper version. You're going to click add. Now you can do, all you have to do is type in that variation for all of these sizes. And you do the same thing for, let's say, if you wanted the 18 by 24 unframed canvas. So again, just like before, I go over here. Well, actually, let's do 24 by 36. 24 by 36, get a copy, come back to the enter an option section, paste, and you're gonna click unframed, or type unframed, sorry. We'll put canvas here, just so people, oh, can't do it, too long. So we'll just do, oh, that's why I didn't have the inches there. So, so I did unframed canvas. Shoot. Okay. How do I want to do this? Save on size. We'll do UF canvas. So we'll click add. So now we have added 2 different versions of this. These all have just the canvas size. This is the 18 by 24 poster size. This is the 8 by 10 poster size, the matte paper version if we want to keep the same name as the one on the website, and the 24 by 36 unframed canvas. So what you're going to do, once you're done adding all your variations and variations of sizes, you're going to come down here to click done. Usually I leave this alone because if I start messing with it, like I have to type in unnecessary information that Printful nor Etsy really needs. So what you're going to do is you're going to click apply. And when you add these variations, you're going to want to click show all. And as you can see here, there's no SKU yet because we're going to make that in Printful once we link it with the print file and the variation. And there's no price here yet. So you can type in your own price. So, I mean, just for placeholder's sake, we're going to do $30 for that, for the matte paper version, and the unframed canvas of the 24 by 36 version, we're just going to do it even 100. You're going to type in quantity 999 because technically the supply is unlimited because we're not printing it. Printful is. And then once you've done that, the next thing you do is click Save Draft. This is important because if you don't click this, it won't update here in Printful. So you have to click Save Draft once you're done. You'll see here your listing has been successfully updated. So it's still in the drafts because we never published it. But what you do here is you go back to your tab with Printful. And then for safety side, you'll see here one not synced is the 18 by 24 version we made earlier. So what I typically do is I click refresh data so it can get all that information from the Etsy and is waiting to sync up with Etsy, so it'll get all those listings that we made in Etsy over to Printful. Give it a second to load. It'll refresh. Now you can see here, now there's 3 not synced. Those are all our sizes. This is good. So now you click on it, scroll down to the bottom here, and boom, now you have 3 blank variations for these sizes. So now what it's allowing you to do, you can now just choose a whole new product. Now you're not limited to just framed canvas sizes. Because if we did it in Printful and clicked add variations or add variants, we would have to use just the framed canvas and it wouldn't let us change the product. But now we're able to choose whatever product Printful offers as a part of this listing. So for the 18 by 24 poster or matte paper, whichever one you want to call it, go click choose product. Again, since we typically use this very often, I have it saved as a favorite product. Scroll down to the matte paper poster version. There's a frame version if you want to do that, but we're going to do the not frame version. Click here. And right now, since we're only dealing with the 18 by 24, you just have to find the 18 by 24 size, hit vertical, and then you go here to click your upload. We go and find that 18 by 24 version. Click apply. And boom. We don't even have to fix it because it's the exact same size. So now we have the exact size and the matte paper poster version of her side ready. Hit continue. It's going to load. And now it gave it a basic mock-up here as well. But as you can see, now we have a whole new product attached to this one listing. So now not only do we have the framed canvas sizes, we also have the matte paper poster size as well. Now we do the same thing here with the canvas or the unframed canvas version. I'll show you how to do that again. You come here to her size 24 by 36 unframed canvas, click choose product. I'm going to go over to my favorites. I'm going to click here to frame canvas. Wait for it to load up. All right, now go to, I don't even, which, we're going to click 24 by 36. Vertical. Where are layers? Which version of this is here? I think this is this the correct version? No. So this is the 18 by 24 version, so we can go ahead and delete that. So we click here, upload. Oh wait, I'm stupid. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna fix that. It was supposed to be unframed canvas version. So, okay, yeah, it's still here. So, sorry about that. I'm going through it. I completely forgot this is the unframed canvas version. So you're gonna click choose product. Go to my favorites. And you're just gonna click regular canvas because this is the unframed version. We're gonna find our size again, which was 24 by 36. Hit vertical. Click upload. Going to find the 24 by 36 size in our library, which is right here. And again, with the canvas one, it's a little bit more finicky because it unfolds out on all the sides. So you have options here. You can either leave the sides white to make it fit right in the middle and just have the sides white when they print it out. You could have it fully out, but it'll be folded all the way across. Let me see, there should be... No, what they typically do, they have like a 3D version. Let me see. Oh yeah, you can do it. So it'll show you what it looks like here when you click the 3D view. You can click and drag and it'll show you what the actual physical version of this looks like. So that's what it looks like when it's fully out and it's the sides which unfold for the canvas. But what you can do is you can zoom it back out so it's just dead center here, so it's framed exactly how you want it, but the sides will be white, which it all depends on how you want it to look. Personally, I don't mind the white sides, but again, that's all up to you. For the purposes of this, we're just going to leave it with the white sides because I like the way that looks. We're going to hit continue. Wait for that to load. Once it's done, there you go. You have your unframed canvas version here. And we're going to do the last one just like we did the other two. So for this one, I don't know what my mouse is doing. There we go. Choose product. My favorites. That was the 8x10 matte paper, so we need the matte paper poster. And this is the 8x10 version, which I think fits this ratio, funny enough. Oh wait, no, we don't have the size yet. Always be sure to check yourselves, kids. So you go over here to 8x10, and yeah, just as I thought, it won't fit correctly. Well, sometimes you gotta mess with this thing to get it right. I may just have to, yeah. Let me see. Yep. See, that doesn't even fit the ratio. So, just like before, when we had that issue, just go over to uploads, find that 8x10 version, which should be this one, the 4:5 ratio. Yep, I was correct. So now we already have that done. This is just showing Printful's cost to actually make the product itself. Click continue. Wait for it to load. And there you go. You have your matte paper poster version ready. So now it should also already be synced up with Etsy. So what we're going to do, go back over to our Etsy tab here. I'm going to refresh the page just in case it's not there yet. Going to click on it. Scroll down here. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, I just did a check with some research here. And yeah, the SKUs on Etsy at this point actually don't matter, because once you have it over here in Printful, and you can see, especially when you go out to here, and it says that they are all synced, that means you're all good. It's all synced up. So whenever somebody places an order on the Etsy account, it'll still be linked and matched to the correct product in the product file. So you don't have to worry about seeing a SKU here once you've made these variations. Once you've created the stuff or the variations here, and then came back to Printful, made the gave it the print file and the actual product, and they sync up, everything is correct. So yeah, that's how you do each and every one of those in terms of fixing the product sizes for the variations in Printful, and then linking different products to the Printful side as well. And you just apply those same principles to when you, like, let's say if you want to do 24 by 36 unframed canvas, or not 24 by 36, but let's say if you want to do an unframed canvas, but with all the different various sizes, you would do the same thing again. So you just go back here, make the different sizes, but this time stating they are unframed canvas for each one. Once you've made them in Etsy, go back to Printful. It'll go back to your store for Etsy. Refresh the data. It'll show not synced for those new ones. Click on it, scroll down, and then you just update each of those products correctly with their actual Printful product and the print file, and you're done. So let me know if there's any more questions, and yeah, have a good one.